What is good, DDI fam? It is your boy Dawson. Today we're here with a little bit of something different. I apologize for the camera quality. I'm hoping to get that figured out by the next episode. But you're rolling with this today, and yeah, apologies. But what we have today is Project 440, or my giant goal of by the end of this series running a 440 mile or 1600 meters, which is 9 meters shy of a mile, I believe, but close enough because that's what we run in track. So today I'm just going to kind of go over what I did for the week and then go over my kind of plan of attack. So yeah, let's get into it. So on Monday, what I did was what I'm hoping to do every Monday, which is kind of a tempo run, which if you're wondering what the heck is that, Dawson, and why would you do that, and what's with the name, and to that I say you're going to have to come back next episode to find out, but I'll give you a little bit of an overview so I'm not leaving you hanging. It's basically a run of 80 maybe a little bit more percent effort, and it's just kind of to improve your endurance and to kind of help you be able to get through those last couple of miles of a race, or last half mile of a race, depending on how long the race is. But yeah, I did a 1 mile half mile-ish warm up, and then a 5 mile tempo run, and then a half mile-ish cool down. And those warm ups are important to get your body ready to go, and those cool downs are important to sort of help you bring your heart rate down slowly. And then that was a total of 6 miles for the day. Then the next day, just an easy 5 mile run at a nice easy pace. And yeah, a really important thing when you're training for running is just you don't really want to be going all out every run. It's really a very big important part of your week. That should be at least 70% of your training is easy running, which is just nice, casual, comfortable. You can have a conversation, and that really improves the aerobic part, which is basically just the endurance part and your ability to just carry on running. Because most races, even the mile, is like 65% aerobic. So yeah, if you're training for the mile, need it to be at least 65% aerobic, and I would recommend even more. Alright, now let's get on to it. Wednesday, I just did a little bit of a shakeout run. Usually Wednesday would be a rest for me, but I went for a little bit of a shakeout run which is basically just a nice run to get a couple strides or stretches of about mile race pace, just to kind of get your legs ready for a race, because I did an all-out 5K the next day, and I did about a mile and a half warm-up, mile and a half cool-down, and then my all-out 5K I ran in 18:03, which was a nice PR, and a great predictor showing me that I'm going in the right direction, and I'm built back to my fitness, and I am good to crank out some 30-mile weeks, which is what I'm hoping to build up, which is what I'm hoping to consistently do. Maybe even a couple of weeks of 35 miles. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, day after, a nice 4.5 mile easy run, and then Saturday I did a long run, 7 miles, and hopefully I'll get that up to 8.5-ish. And long run is important because it's like a super long aerobic run, and if you feeling good a couple miles, don't be too shy to really push it, not really push it, but open up those legs a little bit, but still keeping that heart rate pretty on the lower side and getting that aerobic training in. So that was my week. Now let me get into how I'm planning to attack this. So I'm starting off with what you would call the base phase, which is like basically just a bunch of easy runs, get your endurance up before you start getting really into that peak mile shape. And it really kind of helps you because the third lap of the track on that mile is always the most difficult. And it really just kind of helps you to keep on going and not get fatigued. And so my kind of plan of attack in this is phase 1, which was just building up, which I've already done. I've built back up to a decent mileage. In phase 2, I'm calling Project 2830 because I figured base phase would be a lot more fun for me and for you guys watching if I made it into a bit of a training phase for a certain event. So I'm hoping after my base phase to be able to hit a 28-35 mile race, run, whatever. I'll do just as a time trial because it's kind of tough to... There's no 5-mile races at that exact time, which is all good. I'll just do it as a time trial. And then I'll kind of move into a more endurance-focused type run, and that is really cranking out the intervals, getting on the track, getting some a ton of mile race pace workouts. But for this base phase, I'm hoping to get one tempo run a week, one endurance workout a week, 2 easy runs, and then 1 long run at a pretty easy pace, and to build up to hopefully 35 miles per week. But if my body doesn't react too well to that, I'll just stick to 30 miles a week, which it would still be more than my build-up for cross-country season. Now, another big point I want to bring into this is, did you know that if you write down your goals on paper, it is 42% more likely to happen? 42 just by writing it down. So that's what I've done, and you can't really see it because of the foggy, annoying camera, but I have that taped to my door so that every day when I walk out of my room, I see 440, and it just reminds me to get after it. One last thing is I will be doing 2 30-minute core workouts and 2 30-minute lifting sessions per week, and doing those during my training days, all of those days except for my long run, and hopefully just be able to chill after the long run. So, yeah, that pretty much wraps it up for week 1. Hopefully, I will be bringing you along for one of my runs and kind of explaining why I do it each week from now on. And I can't wait to accomplish this goal and show it off to you guys. And yeah, I hope you guys will enjoy it and come along for the ride. But anyways, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry it was a little bit boring, but just wanted to kind of get this all introduced to you guys so I can really get into doing some fun stuff next video. But anyways, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Smash that like button, and hopefully I will see you guys soon. Bye-bye.